You ever notice how lately it's just harder to keep up in the bedroom? Maybe it's something you don't even say out loud, but it's there. That moment when you want to keep going, but your body just doesn't match your mind's drive. You used to have stamina, control, that sense of being your own man. And now, past 55, you might be feeling like the engine doesn't start the way it used to. Let's be honest, you're not alone in this. Most men don't talk about the disappointment or frustration that sneaks in when performance slips. But you know it. You feel it. The world tends to pretend that this is just normal aging, something you're expected to accept with a polite shrug. Well, I'm here to call that bluff. Just because you've crossed a certain age doesn't mean your desire, your drive, and your confidence should shrink into the background. Deep down, you want more, and you deserve more. The question is, are you ready to stop pretending that this is all there is and actually do something about it? Let's get something straight. It's not that you haven't heard about the little blue pills or all those so-called miracle medications. They're everywhere. But deep down, maybe you hesitate for a reason. Maybe you're not comfortable turning to chemicals every time you want to feel alive again. You might wonder, what's really happening in my body? Or worry about side effects, heart risks, or interactions with medications you already take. Most men your age have enough pills in their lives already, for blood pressure, for cholesterol, without adding another one just to feel like themselves. And then there's something else. Pride. You want to know you're still in command, not just the result of a pharmaceutical shortcut. Relying on a pill can feel like handing over your masculinity, or putting your confidence in a tiny bottle that might or might not deliver, and often comes with an equally tiny list of side effects you can barely pronounce. That's why a lot of men are looking for other ways, natural, safe, and proven ways, to feel real, lasting vitality. Because nothing feels better than knowing you're the one driving the change, not just your medicine cabinet. Now, here's where things get interesting. There's a natural ingredient quietly making headlines among men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond. The name? Maca root. You might have heard about it, or maybe not. This humble plant grows high up in the Andes Mountains of Peru, where locals have used it for centuries to boost energy, stamina, and, yes, even sexual vitality. Maca isn't a new lab invention or some flashy marketing trend. It's an old, earthy root that's finally getting the respect it deserves in modern men's health. What's remarkable is how quickly maca root has caught on. Outside of Peru, men all over North America and Europe are adding it to their daily routines, not because it promises miracles, but because word gets around. More and more, you hear guys at the gym or in men's health forums talking about how maca has helped them feel like themselves again. No complicated prescription, no pharmacy drama, just a natural food, simple to add into what you're already doing, and building a quiet reputation for helping men last longer and recover their edge. So how does maca root actually work inside a man's body? Think of it as a natural tune-up for your engine. Maca doesn't act like a stimulant or force anything to happen overnight. Instead, it gently supports your body's own systems. One of its secret powers is helping your blood flow, which is crucial when it comes to sexual performance. Better circulation means more blood can reach where you want it, when you need it most. It's a bit like clearing out the pipes and getting things running smoothly again, so you're not left high and dry when the moment calls for it. But maca doesn't stop at just circulation. It also helps balance your hormones, especially testosterone. That's the hormone that fuels your drive, energy, and sense of masculinity. As men age, testosterone levels naturally slip, sometimes leaving you flat or less interested than you'd like. Maca has a way of nudging those hormone levels in a healthier direction, encouraging your body to work the way it was meant to. The result? You regain some of that spark and stamina. Not a fake jolt, but your own fire, rebuilt from the inside out. Let's talk facts, not fairy tales. Researchers have actually put maca to the test, and the results should catch your attention. In one well-known study, men who took maca root for just a few weeks reported a clear improvement in sexual performance. not just in how often, but in how long they could keep going. These weren't just men in their 20s either. Many were over 50 and still saw a real difference: less fatigue, more staying power, and a new sense of readiness that didn't depend on chemistry from a pill bottle. Science takes this seriously too. Several research teams have run controlled trials where they gave one group of men maca and another group a placebo, which is just a fake sugar pill. Over and over, the men using maca scored better for sexual desire and stamina than those who didn't. That's not magic or marketing hype. That's measured results. So when you hear guys say maca makes them feel back in the game, it's not just wishful thinking. There's real data behind that confidence, and that's worth paying attention to. Let me give you a real story, something you can actually picture. There's a man I've worked with. Let's call him Carlos. At 62, Carlos was frustrated. He missed the energy he used to have, both in daily life and in the bedroom. After talking together, he decided to give maca root a try. No big changes, no wild promises, just a daily scoop in his morning smoothie. In the first few weeks, he noticed something subtle. It took less effort to feel interested again, and fatigue didn't hit him as quickly. His confidence started to come back, almost like it had been waiting right under the surface. After a couple of months, Carlos began sharing how things had shifted for him and his partner. Quiet moments turning into real connection, and a sense, as he put it, of being in the driver's seat again. It wasn't about acting half his age or chasing after some unrealistic fantasy. For Carlos, it was about reclaiming what felt natural and right. His story isn't rare either. There are plenty of men just like you, finding that small, genuine improvements can make all the difference. Maca root wasn't a miracle for Carlos, but it was the nudge he needed to remember what he's truly capable of. Now, before you rush to the store, let's talk safety. Maca root is a food, not a pharmaceutical, and most men tolerate it very well. It's been used for generations by people living in the Andes without major problems. Still, no ingredient is completely risk-free, especially as we age and our bodies change. Some men may notice mild side effects, like stomach upset or trouble sleeping if they take too much. That's why it's always smart to start slow, see how your body reacts, and never try to outdo the recommended dose thinking more is better. Most importantly, don't forget the doctor in your corner. Even though maca is natural, your health is unique. If you take meds for high blood pressure, diabetes, or anything else, make sure to check with your doctor before adding something new. Remember, combining supplements with your current routine isn't about shortcuts. It's about smart, steady progress. When you include your doctor, you're setting yourself up for safe, lasting gains instead of unnecessary risks. That's how you play the long game, with wisdom, not just wishful thinking. Here's the truth. Maca root alone won't do all the heavy lifting. Think of it as a teammate, not the whole team. If you want the best results, more energy, stronger performance, and real staying power, you need to pair it with healthy habits. That means moving your body every day, even if it's just a walk or some light stretching. Skip the heavy meals late at night, cut back on excess sugar and alcohol, and make sure you're getting enough sleep. All these steps, together with maca, create a foundation for real change. Maca helps, but your choices and routines are what keep the engine running smoothly. And don't underestimate the power of stress management and real connection. Deep breathing, time outdoors, and even just laughing with friends can do wonders for your testosterone and mood. The more you treat your body and mind with respect, the more maca can support your progress. It's like tuning up a classic car. You wouldn't put in premium fuel and ignore the oil or tires. The better you care for your whole system, the greater the difference you'll see. Not just in performance, but in confidence and everyday vitality. When it comes to adding maca to your daily life, you've got options. The easiest way is to use maca powder. Just a spoonful mixed into your smoothie, oatmeal, or even coffee. The flavor is a little earthy, sometimes nutty, but it blends well and doesn't overpower most foods. Some men enjoy making a simple, warm infusion, almost like tea, by stirring maca powder into hot water or milk. If you prefer a no-fuss approach, you can find maca in capsule form at most health stores. Capsules are perfect if you're on the go, don't like the taste, or want to keep things simple. You might also see maca added to energy bars or baked goods. In Peru, it's even used in soups and stews. The key is not to overthink it. Choose a form that fits your lifestyle, whether it's mixing powder after your morning workout or swallowing a quick capsule with lunch. What matters most is being consistent, making it a small but regular part of your routine. That way, you get the benefits without stress or confusion, and you'll hardly notice you've made a change until you start to feel it. If you want to get real benefits from maca root, consistency is your secret weapon. Aim for 1 to 2 teaspoons of powder each day, or follow the instructions if you're using capsules, usually 1 to 3 capsules daily. Start with a small amount so your body can adjust, then slowly build up if you feel good. The best time to take maca is in the morning or early afternoon. That way, you get a natural lift in energy without it interrupting your sleep later on. You can mix it with your breakfast smoothie, add it to oatmeal, or just take it with your midday meal. Think of maca as part of a daily routine, like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes. You won't see fireworks overnight, but most men notice a steady improvement over a few weeks. The key is not to skip days or take big breaks. Steady, daily use keeps your energy and hormone levels supported. If you ever feel wired or have trouble sleeping, try a little less, or take it earlier in the day. And always listen to your body. Adjust the dose as needed, and stay in touch with your doctor if you have any questions along the way. This isn't a sprint. It's a steady, practical path to more vitality. So now, I want you to really ask yourself, what are you doing today to protect your energy, your drive, and your confidence? It's easy to fall into routine, to believe that changes in your body are just a part of getting older and there's nothing you can do about it. But that's only true if you let it be. Are you making your health a priority, or just hoping you'll wake up one day and feel like your younger self again? The choices you make now, small steps, new habits, even trying something as simple as maca, are what add up to real change. Look at your daily routine. Are you moving enough? Eating real food? Making time for laughter and connection? Every man deserves to feel strong and in control at any age, but it doesn't happen by accident. Maybe it's time to take back a bit of power and stop letting your best years slip by. The question stands, are you doing what it takes, or just going through the motions? Only you can decide, and only you can make the difference. If this conversation hit home for you, let's keep it going. Here, you're not just another number. You're a man who deserves honest answers and practical advice. I'm here to guide you with science, experience, and the kind of respect every man over 60 should get. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss out on the tools and insights that help you age with strength, energy, and self-respect. Every week, you'll find clear, proven strategies to reclaim your vitality and stay in control of your life. No fluff, no hype, just real talk and step-by-step guidance from a doctor who's walked alongside men just like you. Don't settle for passive aging. This is your time to stay sharp, feel alive, and lead with confidence. Hit subscribe, and let's build your best years, starting now.